What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Lesser Athletes. My name is Chadwell, and today, like always, another interesting video for you here on the channel. Who could win the men's Money in the Bank? Now, I have 3 videos for Money in the Bank. I think you've already seen one of them, the card predictions. And then I have the women's Money in the Bank, and I have the men's Money in the Bank today. Those are the 3 men's or Money in the Bank video that I have out. We're going to go through each individual that has qualified. I'm going to explain why or why not they could win. And we're going from least likely to most likely. And I'm obviously giving out my favorite on who I think could win. But you're going to really notice there is a obvious top, I would say 5 to 4. And then an obvious 2. And then an obvious 1. So we're going to get started. Money in the Bank is one of my favorite gimmicks by far, in little, not gimmicks, I guess, just things they do. No, everyone in their mamas love a pop with a cash-in happening at Money in the Bank. I've watched so many WWE playlists while I'm editing videos, seeing same-day cash-ins, pops cash-in, failed cash-ins, going-in cash-ins. And this is the one thing, I would say this Royal Rumble Elimination Chamber are the one things that can skyrocket someone's career. And for that reason, it's always fun to watch it. So let's get started with number 6, Andrade. Now, no disrespect to Andrade, so shocked he won. You have a triple threat with, Carmelo Hayes, Jacob Fatu, and Andrade, who everyone thinks is taking the pin, who's barely even on TV and is having some weird line with Berto and Santos Escobar. You think he's going to take the pin, doesn't. Yeah. That was a shocker for me. Now, he is the last one on here. Still, let's talk about it. Andrade's a great wrestler. I think one of the most underrated wrestlers. You see his talent in the ring, how great he is. Andrade could win Money in the Bank, but there's so many more better people. There's been no storylines since there's nothing with him. He's not going to win it. But let's just say if he does, it could be a huge, huge skyrocket for him. He's definitely a mid-card talent. It would shoot him all the way to the top. But I also have to say, some of my thoughts and ideas and how I'm thinking about this is kind of factoring in on how Triple H said he doesn't like Money in the Bank. We will talk about it and why I think there could be certain things that happen. But Andrade, let's be honest here, not happening. Solo Sikoa was an interesting one. I actually debated putting way higher on this list, but I recently changed it because it doesn't make sense for Solo Sikoa to win the Money in the Bank. I think so. I think I could really see him winning Money in the Bank, someone that has been trying to win for the championship, didn't do it. And, for being someone that's been in the back, not doing as good, for him to get shot up all the way to Money in the Bank, I could see it. I really could. I think he should be higher on this list. It's just I keep thinking in my head, it's just not going to work. I think when you have the Jacob Fatu storyline, if he would get Money in the Bank, how would he use the Money in the Bank? Now, let's be honest here. To me, it could be with Jey Uso. That could be a great storyline. I could really see that storyline happening. But then you would have to go to SmackDown. You would have Jacob Fatu going to SmackDown as well with the U.S. title. Maybe a draft happens, and that's the reason why. But that means you switch the mid-cards and not the main type. There's so much confusion. I don't see him going after Cena. He could have to go after Cody and hold it on for a while. But, again, I just don't see it. And does he cash in for the U.S. title? Do I like that? No. So for that reason, I'm fully going to say that Solo Sikoa won't win it, and that's why he's lower, is because storyline-wise, it makes no sense. But I'd be happy if he proved me wrong. Up next is Penta. So Penta was originally the 5th person. I moved down Solo Sikoa, and here's why. I think Penta, truthfully, is only here for maybe spots, a storyline with El Grande Americano, and for just being aura, just having aura, just being a hyped wrestler. Now, with Rey Fenix not being in here, I could really see there's a reason why. It's because they really trust more Penta in the singles realm. But I think ultimately Lucha Bros is going to go back together some way, somehow, someday. And for that reason, I think Money in the Bank isn't in the cards for Penta. Maybe if Rey Fenix wasn't here, I think you could have tried to do it. But yeah, Penta's just, to me, more mid-card or tag team guy. And I'm not going with him for Money in the Bank because I think, yes, he could. I would not be shocked about it. But it'd be very interesting in my opinion. El Grande Americano is one of the more interesting ones because I really believe that there's a chance of this happening. But here's the reason why I'm kind of, one, shocked about the decision, and two, a little optimistic on this. One, I'm really shocked of the decision because you had AJ Styles, who I didn't think would win because he's going to go for the IC title, and CM Punk. Now, it made sense CM Punk wouldn't get qualified, but my godly God, El Grande Americano really won it off of a headbutt on AJ Styles. And here's the thing about it. I love El Grande Americano. I wouldn't say actually love. I love Chad Gable. But my God, is he going to get over because he's doing a El Grande Americano gimmick? I mean, if that's the case, let it be, I guess, but I need Chad Gable to go over. We have all said in so long that Chad Gable deserves the Money in the Bank. Hate it or not, if this is the reason why, because he's been getting really good fan interactions. I know some people have booed, but my God, he's gotten some good interactions. And then you have El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano just winning Money in the Bank, cashing in on Jey Uso. Actually, you know what? Could be the first failed cash in. I would not be shocked. I really have no, that's for the women's. What am I saying? I guess last year was a failed cash in, so I would assume they go win this year. Yeah, El Grande Americano. I just think that with the push of potential Chad Gable, they might give it to him, but I think it's more that they're going to have the whole Penta storyline. I mean, he has a whole match before this. It's unless he steals it, I don't know. I just think that there is a chance. I'm hoping for Chad Gable's sake it'll happen, but I really wonder with a unmasking storyline. I wish they did El Grande Americano versus Vikingo to go and then unmask him, and then you say Chad Gable's in Money in the Bank, and then so you really see that El Grande Americano had two chances, or Chad Gable had two chances, and maybe they kick him out for having the two chances for Money in the Bank, and then so they throw in somebody else. Karrion Kross. Not going to happen. Just a thought, just a food for thought, and I think it could really happen, but yeah, the whole unmasking storyline would be really interesting if they did this, or if they did, Chad Gable, you lose your Money in the Bank briefcase, so you had two chances. You have to put it on the line in a new ladder match, and then someone else maybe wins it. I don't. My light just went out. Don't know. Up next is Seth Rollins. Now, Seth, shockingly, is number 2 on here. Now, a lot of people might disagree with that, or might say he might win it, but he is either winning it or getting cost. Either or. There's lots of reasons why he should win it. One, heel tactics. I think it would be perfect for this Seth Rollins character. It would work so well with Jey Uso. Maybe he cashes in on Gunther, and Jey wins it. Gunther Seth is for the summer, a setup that I kind of hinted at in a video. So hopefully that does happen if Seth wins it. You have Jey, Seth, Gunther, SummerSlam, Seth, Gunther, or Seth Jey, or Seth Punk for SummerSlam. Then there's a big reason that I keep going back on, and it is this reason. Money in the Bank with this Seth Rollins, plus Triple H says he doesn't really like the Money in the Bank gimmick, so pushing somebody else, and instead you have Money in the Bank Seth, and he cashes in immediately again. Could be that Monday, could be way earlier. It is another way for Seth Rollins to just really use the Money in the Bank and be on top. Now, the biggest reason why I don't think he'll win CM Punk now is going to be part of the equation, and is death going to cost Seth and set up a Seth versus Punk SummerSlam match or something like that. And then, the crazier part, Roman Reigns has been gone since Braun Breaker destroyed him. And I was luckily at the Go Home Money in the Bank Raw. After the show, which of course they don't show it, Seth Rollins nonstop said to the crowd, can't sing my song. You guys are two-faced. I'm going to win Money in the Bank. I'm going to show every single one of you. But he did talk about, and even your OTC can't stop it. CM Punk can't stop it. Jey Uso can't stop it. Sami Zayn can't stop it. But he said your OTC won't stop it. OTC is a bad chant. For that reason, I'm thinking OTC could cost him, Seth, or CM Punk can cost him. It's either or. So ultimately, I do believe LA Knight's going to win. LA Knight's been in it for 3 years in a row. It is Los Angeles. He deserves to win it. Gotta be so honest with you. If he doesn't get it this year, if he gets screwed out this year, I just don't think they want him to be World Heavyweight Champion. Now, if there was something else in the future, or if he got a title shot somewhere else and actually had a chance, good for him. But I'm just so honest with you. If they don't give it to him here, when this is the most obvious choice, then my God, Triple H hates the Money in the Bank gimmick, and my God, they don't believe LA Knight can be World Heavyweight Champion or a WWE Champion, for that matter. So yes, I am saying LA Knight is going to win. It's pretty obvious. Chances of him not winning is that if someone else just screws him over last second. But he will be the heavy favorite and should be the heavy favorite. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.